Hello and welcome back to another new CJM. That I think I almost screwed up the opening titles, but that's okay. Today we are talking about Vandread from 2000, developed by Studio Gonzo. I think that's yeah, yeah. I think
Yes,
I got that correct. So yeah,
yes.
I'm Chris.
Jeff?
Michael.
Let's fuse.
That's right. Fusion on, but not really. But yes.
So yeah, we got another one, and this time less of a hectic schedule. You know, we had a consistent one this time,
Mhm.
and especially like at the end where we go like, okay, we're closer to the end, and
uh,
yeah, this is Mike's pick, and yeah, Vandread, give us a rundown.
as well, Vandread is an anime from 2000, 2001, like Chris said, to the Gunzo, and it is literally what if men are from Mars, women are from Venus, the anime. Because in this anime, you have men from a planet called Tarak. You have women from a planet called Niger, and they've been separated for 100 years, more or less. And so the sexes don't really know much about each other. They create these like mythical videos, like these propaganda videos, like claiming women will eat a man's stomach, or men are at these weird things. It's kind of like a battle sexes, and the reason why they've been separated is for a dark reason, as we find out in the series. But the main character in this story is Ibiki, who I kind of jokingly call Black Hair Naruto because he's loud, brash, he's got a hot head, and he's stubborn. But yeah, so pretty much Ibiki, pretty much, you know, makes a bet that he can like steal a mobile suit, not mobile, but like a mobile Gundam like character and call Vanguard. He's gonna steal it. He sneaks aboard this newly crowned ship the men have built that is supposed to quote unquote be a weapon against the women, because men
The
and stuff.
battle, the war of the sexes.
Yeah,
God.
the war of the sexes literally to extreme. Hibiki sneaks in, and then chaos happens. It's because a group of about half of the women pirates invade and yeah, capture the ship. And there's a whole bunch of shenanigans, including like the men deciding we're gonna destroy it. The system that is running this ship senses, oh, danger, Will Robinson. Just pulls,
Danger,
just
Will
like
Robinson.
there's a danger, Will Robinson pulls everyone, like creates a dimensional distortion, and like zips across the universe to preserve itself, as well as everyone who gets sucked in, which includes um the three men who are trapped on board, plus all the women.
Hibiki, Bart, and what the hell's his name?
Duello, or Dr. McFile.
Yeah, yeah. Those three are
Development 5, yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Those three
yes,
are now POWs. With
yes,
the female pirates.
yeah. Bart's like a son of a respected you know food dispenser. Duello's the doctor on the ship. There's like separation between those guys. Somehow Duello gets captured. Bart was hiding like a coward until he gets discovered and stuff. And they find themselves in the company of the female pirates. And so pretty much most of season one deals with how do these men and women who've never like interacted with the opposite sex before, how do they deal with each other while confronting a threat that they find out is from Earth itself, who are harvesting organs from different planets. Than where humans have been like 100 years ago or more, were sent out, to colonize space, and Earth, for some reason, becomes twisted and like obsessed with, organs to preserve Earthlings, and they kind of got this God complex that we're the only human beings left, and so the men and women have to figure like they have to deal with this threat of these like ships, and with also dealing with their own like conflict of how do men and women relate, how can we, and this is like season one like deals with the ups and downs of men and women trying to work together. Obviously the Pexes, just ships like I say it's like the ship's controller, but also like a collection of the consciousness of the people around it. So it reacts to their fear, it reacts to their anger or distrust of each other at times. If you notice in the series, Pexus will shut down, um, will not react or won't like do what the female pirates want to do at times, and so until they start working together, and that's the whole plot point or like beat for beat, what season one's about is to, because the men and women are completely different. Becky's loud, he has conflict with May at first because they're like too stubborn, butting heads together,
Yeah.
but eventually they start learning to work together.
Yeah.
Beaky pretty much tries to figure out what Dita's problem is. Dita's the main girl. She always calls him Mr. Alien. He's like, he doesn't know what to do. He starts to develop obviously feelings for her. And then there's Jura, the rich girl, as Chef would say.
And she's
kinda
very much simping after him.
He's simping for him for one reason, because once she merge ships together, because the Pexus causes Maya's, Dita, and Jura's Vandreads to, or not Vandreads, but like Dreads to merge in with Beaky's Vanguard and make an upgrade pretty much.
Yeah,
And
like Hibiki with Dita equals a humanoid robot.
yeah,
Hibiki and Maya into like this bird-looking robot, and then him and Jura being like a crab
the
machine.
crab, this is a running butt of jokes as people says it's ugly or it's like, oh my god, why is my thing look like a crab? Even though it is functionally very powerful because it can create barriers and stuff, and also Jura is just like eventually she sees a book about making babies because they do discover a home videos from Earth
Yeah, there's
centuries.
yeah, like okay, so how they reproduce, okay, on like in the women's side, they have like okay, they still do like okay, they still have like the two parent thing, like
Yes.
like they call the quote unquote like other the second mother, not the one that's carrying the baby, they call that Oma, which I found hilarious because Oma means grandmother in German. But
Yes.
yeah, so Oma is pretty much father, but for a woman.
Yes.
So, but yeah, and
Yeah.
how does the reproduction work that way? I forget.
It's like they take obviously the female egg and then they do science, like splicing and stuff,
Uh,
and they just grow it and then they plant it into the other the mother and stuff, and so they're pregnant. But Jura covers
the other the traditional way of reproduction.
Yeah, just like men and women. So she's like, trying to get a Piki at first to being like a Piki's like, what? Like, Nani? Like, he doesn't get it because, he, he, he's got feelings for Nita, but also like that. He's like awkward.
Yeah.
He's stubborn, awkward, jackass at times.
Yeah,
And
throughout this show, we made a lot of jokes. Like we made a lot of sex jokes in this show. Like lots of innuendo. Like especially when Judah, especially if Judah wanted to like, hey, let's fuse and all that shit. And go like,
yeah.
and I'm just like, you're after his dick, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of sex euphemisms, so jokes, references. Might as well be if they want to D, but they don't quite say like that. And like most people think, is this a harem anime? It's not really a harem to say.
Not in like okay.
It's harem-ish light. It's harem light.
It's harem light. Yeah, it's harem light. Like you only get like 3 of them, but
Yeah.
2 of them are no wait. Okay, we'll get to season 2. There's a 3rd one that's sipping after him too. So
Yeah.
but pretty much outside of the like 3 of the characters, nobody's really simping after him. Like he's just
No.
Yeah.
because he's kind of a jackass. Because Hibiki's kind of a
Yeah,
jackass, and
Yeah,
and also the discrimination between men and women.
Yeah, and there's still like that divide, and so like, but eventually, like some women, they do start to open up and start like accepting the men, especially more in season 2, especially after Hibiki and the others like say the women and like, okay, realize we need each other. We gotta fight these harvesters because they're after us for our sex organs. Yes. The reason why Majir and Tarak were separated was because they were designated as the planets for harvesting sex organs, our male reproductive organs, and the females. So yes, the harvesters wanted to take our balls. And sadly, not in a good way either. And the women, yeah. So yeah.
I might have missed that. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't really pay attention to the lore of this whole thing.
I mean, it's like a blink or miss at
It's
that
like a
moment.
pretty much turning everything into a birthing farm.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, they wanted our sex organs for themselves. That's why they wanted to harvest. That's why the planets were separated. Yes, because so stupid. But anyways, the reasoning because the Earth, and their whole like obsession of being the only humans and stuff, and evolution, blah blah blah. Yeah. So eventually, the men and women do come together, and they do defeat like after going through many like early adventures, including Biki seeing for first time people dying. Biki's never seen a person die for his life, and because he ends up getting separated at one point after escaping, and he ends up getting stuck by other humans for fighting harvesting ships.
And this human fleet seems to have both male and female. So he goes like, "What the hell?" It's like culture shock to him.
Yeah, it's like culture shock. Like the women and men are nice. But the harvesting ships come and sadly kill off all of those ships, including one of the people who's nice to him. He never saw death before, and he feels regret, but he realizes he's got to stand up and fight, so he's not gonna quit. He's determined to help destroy the harvesting ships of Earth. And so season 1 kind of concludes with them actually destroying one of their flagships. But then they also realize there's 5 more, that are gonna be heading to their own planet, so they gotta get back as quickly as possible. And yeah, and so season 2 kind of begins once again.
We're forgetting a few things, like some adventures to
Yeah,
some other planets, and
yeah,
Barnett's like her thing with like, okay, you're under
oh, yeah.
quarantine, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Barnett is like in the beginning of the season, Barnett's kind of like very anti man. She's like kind of annoyed with Jura.
She was
Her,
awful in the first season. Let's not lie.
yeah,
Let's be
yeah,
honest. But
yeah. Let's be honest.
season 2, she is way better.
Yeah, season 2 she gets like a little bit calmer and like, oh, okay, I'm a little bit
She ex-
more like used to this.
she accepts it. I like that one episode where she brought over where she had like a fucking arsenal of guns.
Yeah. She had the guns. She's a gun weapons expert, and she she's like one of the people gonna like lead like in one of the in season 1 like like kind of like, okay, we need to lock up the men. Men are useless because of misunderstandings and partly because of Highway's fault a little bit because she felt hurt that Dita supposedly forgot her, you know, the anniversary of her joining the crew, even though Tito was making a surprise cake and other misunderstandings. And so men and women do go through this period of hot and cold tensions. Barnett's kind of like one of the reasons why that happens. She does kind of like blame herself a little bit for it once she realizes, okay,
Yeah, this whole thing's just pointless.
yeah, it's pointless. And stuff. And yeah, like she realizes it's stupid, especially when you're dealing with ships that are about to kill you. And stuff. So that's like once again like season 1 pretty much deals with once again beat by beat point men and women like trying to figure out how to coexist, and some of the men getting close to like Dwello, getting close to the engineering parfait. Bart kind of starts sort of at first doesn't have anyone he's interested in, but he's kind of interested in Commander or PC, and he starts like he starts to have some feelings for her.
And there's a huge reveal about BC, but we'll get to that when we get to season 2.
Yeah, that part is like one of my points about the series.
It was the biggest what the fuck moment.
Yeah, it's like probably my biggest criticism of the series, to be honest, because at the end, no point really. It's just there. But yeah. So season 1, the men and women, they're like trying to figure things out. They're dealing with each other, and they're gonna put aside their differences because they have a threat to deal with. It's Earth. Earth's the enemy, and
As always.
Because Earth's a shithole.
Earth's a shithole. It looks like Unicron now at this point.
Unicron.
Like it looks. It might as well be Unicron because like it looks like shit. It make like you thought Earth was shit, now it's even worse in the future. and stuff.
Just get Orson Welles up on this shit.
Yeah, at this point, I'm expecting Orson Welles to rise up and eat us. And stuff. So season 1 concludes with them like, okay, we gotta set aside our differences. Let's make a plan. Stop this harassing, like flagship. Vika comes up with the idea of, hey, let's ignite this Jupiter-like planet. Let's make it into a star. Let's birth a new star, basically, to destroy this Arsene ship, which they do, in a sense. They do create a star.
Yeah, by destroying a freaking gas giant.
Yeah, by, like, heating its core up to, like, ridiculous amounts of level of heat. And they did it. They destroyed the ship. the women and men, they celebrate. Well, and then they learn how to fly more flagships. And so we have to, get back to Manchuria and Tarak and see if we can warn them, stop them. And of course, they do send a warning, but of course, leadership is already aware of this because they're all in this, conspiracy. They set this up, so they pretty much ignore anything related to the harvest because, we have old geezers in charge, and they like their own, so they don't give a shit about their sex organs. They're out of commission. But for the rest of us, younger people,
because even if they use it, they're just shooting blanks.
yeah. But for the rest of the younger people who still have hope of having kids and living, it's not
and
fair.
Fucking.
Yeah, and fucking. It's not fair for these old geezers to decide the fate of there's millions of human beings, which is what we'll see as an argument later on in season 2. And of course, season 2 will introduce us to the second character who's trying to another character's trying to send after the Beaky.
Misty. She
Misty.
is fucking pointless.
She is pointless in a sense. She doesn't really do much. I mean, except she does, I guess, push the Beaky to admit that he has things for Dita and does create this soap opera-esque element where the men and women just fascinated by the whole love triangle, which is kind of annoying, I think, in the grand scheme of things. That's another criticism of the show.
Yeah, that got annoying fast.
Yeah, thankfully they do kind of resolve it and kind of just to make a little bit of admiration and okay, Maya kind of understands being lonely. She can talk, and eventually Maya and Tita do kind of reconcile. And they do kind of become friends towards the end of the show. So they're kind of okay, I get it. You're lonely. You're because spoilers. Maya was not Maya. Misty was chronologically frozen. She was from Earth at one point when Earth was normal or less shitty, and the Earthlings wanted to retrieve her, and yeah. So Misty is she's used to men and women interacting, and she kind of provides a point of conflict because in this series, there's not a lot of main character deaths. None of the main characters die. You've seen other shows, probably.
In any space mech anime,
yeah,
no one dies like that.
Yeah, no one dies. This is one of the very few. So how do we create drama? We have other people die. We introduce this characters who knows about men and women, so she can, interact with Viviki in a way and be comfortable. Whereas
she's the Chris Thorndike of the series.
Yes.
Misty.
Dita's confused. Yeah, Dita's confused herself in a way, even though she wants to be confident. She's not as confident as Misty is. So we create this drama. We have a young girl named Shirley who's sick with illness. She dies and part feels this amount of pain for this poor girl. So we see him seeing someone die him and crying, and how he honors her is by shaving his head because she was creating this little doll and
she died before she died before she could finish the doll, and Bart shaved his head to remember her.
Yeah, to remember and kind of honor her and keep her memory alive and so that's how the show introduces kind of drama and intrigue. Yes, there's a character Miss Gascone, who we think dies at first, but she actually survives. She's she actually is able to capture one of the harvesting ships and like reprogramming it. Takes her a bit of time though, so she's like, gone for like several episodes
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. And and at one point we get her backstory and Barnett, Beaky, and like they kind of feel guilty by like accusing her of not understanding what it's like to have lines or losing people when she in fact lost her sister in an incident, and so she very well much she understands what loss is, and unfortunately they don't really get a chance to apologize for her. They think she's come off because she makes a sacrificial play, quote unquote, where she just like punches a hole to the ship.
Yeah, and gets sucked out into the vacuum of space.
Yeah, they think she's dead. They don't get a signal or transmission. They think she's dead. Barnett and Nubiki gonna feel guilty about it, and especially Barnett. Barnett realizes, okay, I'm gonna honor her by taking over what her position was, which was like arming up, providing equipment, and just kind of like providing advice, which he does do later for Beaky, because Beaky can go to occasionally go to Miss Gasco for advice. Beaky does go to Barnett for advice in dealing with Dita and Misty, because Misty, the triangle's getting old, it's driving him crazy, it's getting old for us. He wants it resolved, and so she kind of like gives the advice, to finally kind of acknowledge that yes, I have feelings for Dita. Dita, creates something in me that I never felt. I can explain and stuff. So, yeah, and once again, season 2 is like that journey back to Majira and Tarak to defend, against harvesting ships. And
Shit gets fucky.
It gets fucky, especially when they get that close and they kind of see. Well, before they get there, speaking undergoes like a spiritual journey to reclaim the Triforce, or pretty much conquer himself because he gets separated one point again. You notice in this series, Beaky gets separated a lot, and he ends up crashing on a planet where he meets pretty much Native Americans, and you gotta find out
and they're suspiciously wearing similar clothing to Hibiki.
Yes, like Tim, and obviously another character we're introduced, Labatt, a character who, at first he's a recurring character. He's there to kind of push Hibiki's buttons. He's like, that type of smooth talking jackass type guy, and we find out that he's connected to these like Native American people, because he himself crash landed there, and he underwent a similar kind of training, but he wasn't the chosen one, as we found out it's Beaky, because Beaky claims these like these symbols of which are vanguards that Fred's fusing.
Because of course
together.
The main character's the chosen one.
Yeah, like he's literally Anakin.
Except he's not like birthed from the Force and Shmi Skywalker.
and he doesn't get burned, and he doesn't hate sand either. Like he ends up on a couple of sand planets, and he doesn't say hey sand. Although
he just constantly yells at Dita, one of the other chicks, or something for doing something
I don't like sand.
Yeah.
It's coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere. I had to do that. I had to do it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, there was an episode where sand kind of does that, but yes.
Oh yeah, it was like you live in quicksand or something like that.
Yeah, it's like living quicksand and stuff. It's an earlier episode in season 1, I believe.
And they were
And
like, and they were like messing with their minds, right? Like their fears and
yeah,
anxieties.
yeah, their fears and anxieties. It's a good episode because it like showcases like hey Maya, you're a human. You experience fear and stress just like we all do. And Maya, I think, has an interesting arc, especially in the beginning, which when we see her progression, like all the characters, I think have a like progress in this show, which is
No
kind of fun.
way.
Like yeah,
Parfait,
yeah.
Maya, Tita, kind of Jura, but not to touch and go with her.
Yeah, kind of. Jura's pretty much the same, but she's more open. Well,
she's honest with her emotions, and that's what you can like about her.
And
yeah,
very
yeah,
She will
horny.
never,
yeah,
she
exactly.
she will never lie to you. That's all I'm
Yeah,
gonna say.
yeah, yeah. Her character arc doesn't change a lot. She's pretty much the same as she was at the beginning. Beginning, so she's less like cold towards men. She's more accepting, but that's about it. Like certain characters
Yeah, like the
change
group,
more.
like this group. So yeah, like the following characters: Habiki, Dita, Maya, Barnett, Bart. Who the fuck else? Like pretty much those five come to mind when it comes to character development throughout the show.
Yeah,
And
they
Ezra.
have to. They have to. Oh,
Oh,
Ashra.
oh yeah, that one episode where they gave birth in the that elevator. Holy crap!
Yeah, yeah, like because like Ezra's pregnant in season 1, and she delivers her baby, or I mean, like she gets pregnant, Hibiki, and Tita has to deliver the baby. Hibiki, being a man, it's just like, oh, I can deliver a baby, that type of mentality, and just like, oh, Hibiki, and so Hibiki faints at one point, because like, that's a baby's head off, like that deal. And you get the crack of men
I
and
think
stuff from the captain.
if I were to force to be like in a situation where I would have to help a woman give birth to this baby, I think I would pass out with just the sight of just oh my goodness that would be
I think the stress of it would like
yeah.
would like make anyone kind of like, oh my god, you know. But they play the comedic effect, and Hibiki, being a man, never seen how like women give birth. Neither does the doctor. Like reading this textbook, like, and you can see the captain like just like signing in frustration because even though your textbook can tell you things, it's more like instinct. Once once you do it, it becomes instinctual and becomes easier for someone to do it
Mm-hmm.
and stuff.
Remember, folks, we're guys talking about this. I'm sorry that we don't have any men to talk
Yeah,
about this whole thing. Sorry.
yeah, we're just a bunch of dudes in front of our microphones, in front of our computers, so we have no
Yeah,
expertise. If you have expertise, let us know,
yeah.
or just keep that shit to yourself. I don't care.
Or give us a 10-page comment. Like literally, like I don't care if you criticize me. Like summarize.
I'll give that person respect for telling us a bunch of shit. So
Yeah, yeah. Like applause.
I'm
Like respect for you.
at least at least like you gave us some stuff that we left out. So
Yes, and sadly, like with these podcasts, for both of us, we kind of like forgot things. This one is a little bit shorter, a little bit easier. We all
and
saw it.
we had a better schedule this time.
Get a much better schedule. We're able to get this up for Chris and Spect State. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of like,
hopefully I get a fucking home sooner than rather than later.
oh yeah, that's true. And so once you're settled, we'll figure out what we'll do next.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Where were we?
I mentioned Ezra because it seemed like you guys forgot about her, but she's like primarily the mother, and everyone's taking care of the baby now, more or less, including that
Yeah.
computer dude,
Oh,
the robot
Yeah.
dude.
the
Oh,
fuck,
yeah, the robot.
the robot going after the baby, go like, hey, it's Piro too, and I'm like, no, her name is Kahlua, and I'm just like, you named her after an ingredient in the White Russian from Big Lebowski.
Yes.
They
Yes.
probably don't know that lost history.
They probably don't, but like Klua, and I guess it makes sense because one of them's named Parfait, and so okay, you can see the food. Yeah,
One's named Magno. Well, okay, not Mongo, but Magno. But,
Magno. She's the captain of the ship. She's over 100 years old.
oh,
Older.
hey, let me take this part about her. Okay,
Yes.
so in the second season, it seems like she's about to like kick the bucket because she keeps grasping her heart, giving a little gasp and everything. But as
Yeah.
Mike mentioned earlier about the whole there is no fucking death in these characters. It's just for shock value. It don't mean any shit. And then the thing she says after going through all the stuff that happened in the story, she's like, I can't really leave these kids by themselves yet. I can last a couple more years. Like,
Yeah. She's like, I'm too stubborn.
my
That
God.
that's one
I'm
tough
too
old
stubborn
lady.
to die. Like I'm too stubborn to die.
She's too stubborn to die. She ain't going anywhere. Like, okay, calm. Oh, so why would the show emphasize that shit other than just shock value? Because I wasn't shocked. But it's like, why are you doing this? Like, my heart. Am I gonna go yet?
Yeah, I was thinking that she was gonna kick the bucket, but no, it turns out that she's all right and might as well just outlive all the other characters.
So it's like, okay, calm down. It ain't that. It's like, calm down, lady. Okay, we get it.
Yeah. Like you find out a lot of drama. It's like yeah, it's there. I mean, I guess it's important, but not really. Like like death death in this series. I mean, for the main characters is like they're safe, but for others, if you're not a main character or you're not even part of that group, you're pretty much
A red
red
shirt.
shirted. Yeah, yeah. You're like doomed.
Yes.
You're doomed.
The original Suicide Squad.
Yeah, you're literally if you're like a like pretty much there to either be sick, dead, or be just a character that has no meaning. It's kind of sad, but that's pretty much the show. And yeah, so and you do actually get to meet Ezra's Oma or significant
Lesbian
other.
life partner.
Yeah, her lesbian life partner Rebecca, who is the other commander of the ship. Because like I said, this is only maybe like half of the pirates or a quarter of the pirates, but still the other half is Niger, who we get to see later in the show and stuff like. But before we get to Niger and Darak, they encounter the Darakian military's defense mechanism and
Oh, this is the twist.
the twist about PC, the commander who Bart had a crush on, who everyone respects, turns out to be a Tarankian spy.
That transition to a woman to infiltrate it. Yeah, that's weird. Like that's a
Yeah.
weird twist.
I remember when I saw that twist, I was just like, huh? Like, I was stupefied because, like, to me, it's like, eh?
I don't.
Like,
Yeah, this is very questionable, especially with today. Does this age well? In which I'm going, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
no, I don't think so either. Once again, it's a product of its time.
2000.
2000,
Then again,
2001.
like with the robot, then again with the CG effects, it does not age well. It's a product
Yeah,
of its
no.
time.
Once again, it's a product of its time.
Very
era.
so.
Yeah, because they do have CGI effects, which are like the equivalent of PS1 CGI effects nowadays. It's not great. It's that era where they try to like experiment with animation and CGI together, it doesn't
It's-
always work.
It's like it was like early CG and anime, like
Yeah.
the mixed media that it's very early and it's very shoddy. Like pretty much the CG sticks out with like a sore thumb,
Yeah.
but once you continue watching, like if you just don't care about the CG, it won't bother you.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, it won't bother you if, like, I mean, you're more into it for the quote unquote plot. I'm using plot loosely. You're really there to see what mess he's gonna get into next.
Yeah, pretty much this show is more like a shut off your brain, have fun.
Yeah, this isn't like, a deep show. It's supposed to be a show where you can have fun, you can rip your friends, you can have alcohol, make fun of the stupid shit that happens, the Benjamin jokes, and GXP jokes, etc.,
Yeah,
etc.
yeah.
The best,
Yeah.
the best anime is one of the best animes ever.
Oh, fuck
Yes,
off.
GXP. Oh yeah. 10 out of 10 every time.
God damn.
Oh god. No, not really.
Is,
But,
it, is that pretty much CGM's The Room?
yes. Yes. It will be. I mean, if we're watching Vandread, then he is there.
It's GXP Vandread, and of course, I have to shout this out. Cool Days.
Fuck
The best
off.
animes.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 10 out of 10. Especially that then losing head performance there.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Oh man, it's the best stage prop since Macbeth or Hamlet rather, or
Fuck me.
whichever one Shakespeare's skull.
After two episodes of dark anime that we've done, we got a fun one and we're just bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I kind of picked this because I thought this would be fun for us to watch because we watched like stupid kind of like back to back kind of like dramatic dark anime,
Yeah, like
one with the magic.
Madoka Magica, which holy crap, that was polarizing, especially watching the movie for the first time.
Yeah.
And then Blah Plus, which everybody had a reaction to that. Somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're so far with this rotation, this is episode 8. So that we got another decent show,
Yeah. We had a fun show. It's fun, and yeah. So I figured, let's just have something fun and stupid to watch. I mean, there are more that I will pick that as being fun and stupid, but that's later down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let's see. So, yeah, we get back to that dumb twist, which I think is like, what the word?
I'm Crispin Freeman. I'm not Wendy.
Yes.
You thought I was Wendy Lee? I'm Crispin Freeman.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
that twist was so weird.
I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm all
I
about
was,
baby. I'm the candy ass.
And I'm just like, okay, how do I refer to you? So I just went they for the whole time.
Yeah.
Hey, them.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how to refer to them.
Yeah.
But by the end they just went full on like, yeah, I'm woman now.
Yes, I'm woman. I don't really care because I'm they or she. I'm BC. Pretty much develops like loyalty to Wagner and kind of like accepts that. You know what? I like living as a woman. I'm gonna choose living as a woman.
Which I think that's one positive aspect, but the twist was like so fucking weird. Like,
Yeah. Like to me, at the end of the day, did that twist really matter? And the answer is no.
Leah Sargent's character and that character did not matter. That twist didn't matter. No.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it didn't matter. I was like, okay, whatever. I can let that go, I guess. And so, okay, anyways, the twist, the men and women get separated. Actually, the commander comes up to the planet to have Beaky get safely tucked into the Pexus. Llewellyn kind of knocks him out because Beaky's stubborn. He's gonna fight or be a jackass and make a fool of himself and get himself killed. And so, and the men and women are basically detained by their respective military. The men torture Barton and Duello because fraternizing with their enemy. The women are sent to prison, and the women, the female pirates, are rescued by the other half of the pirates. And of course, because of this, they get to recruit the other prisoners in the prison.
Yeah, liberation, motherfuckers.
Yeah, liberation. So it's like a bigger pirate crew, and then of course, Commander rescues Bart and Twello, and it's this point where accept them to be female, and they eventually, of course, all gather back on Nirvana. It's the ship I forgot to mention. They all meet up, and of course, Magno is smarter than most people realize. She knew that BC was a spy the whole time. Because, you can't fool an old lady. Plus, there was actually a subtle hint in the beginning of the season where, BC's, taking some information. Now, most people wouldn't think about it, but on the twist, at the stupid twist really doesn't matter to anything to think. So, yeah. But, so Magno says, you're gonna, you have to join, or pretty much you can come back, but you have to stay as, the voice you're using. When you leave,
yeah, but the voice of why do they why do you need a voice changer when you could just I don't know,
I don't know. I think just a way to get a male and female voice to switch. I don't know. I think for the dub, it's like a way to get Kristen Freeman and Wendy Lee involved somehow. So she switches back. She's back in commander mode, and they're ready to prepare their final defense against the enemy, harvesting ships. And Beaky, pretty much Beaky is pretty much the force that's gonna connect, pretty much rally people around, because Beaky in the series is from the first generation. He was actually frozen, just pretty much as a baby or as a young boy. He was frozen for
and
I
had a question about that. Would the cryogenic process kind of mess him up as a baby? I don't know if that would mess up his physiology once he grown or something. But
you would think.
But I don't think they ever get into that. But
the show will never go that deep into that kind of technical know-how.
No, I don't think they will. I think they'll see that this is in the future, and we have figured out ways to freeze people better. Either way, he's been frozen for 90, 100 years almost. Either way, until he wakes up, because I guess the Pexus, once again, the universe chooses Vicky. The Pexus chooses Vicky because the Pexus is kind of a consciousness. It's it has its own existential crisis. It talks to Vicky through dreams and emotions and
I've been having weird thoughts lately. Is this any of this for real or not?
Thank you, Soa.
Yeah,
because there was a scene where he's inside the Pegasus, and I was like, this is Kingdom Hearts, isn't it?
yes, it's like Kingdom Hearts. It's it's the Pegasus is trying to understand the whole idea of friendship, relationships. It reacts. It's got human emotions. It reacts very strongly with Beaky. Identifies with Beaky's point of Beaky. Gets like is confident. The Texas, gets confident. And Beaky's like scared because plot twist. There's another Texas, but it's the opposite. It's like evil. It's negative. It makes you feel like, oh my god, the world's gonna end. It has the power to separate the fused ships, fused dreads, Vanguard, Vandread, Puro, when they all combine together with Puro, the Digimon, Pokemon mascot character.
Basically, Haro from Gundam.
Yeah, it's Aro, but probably more annoying. Maybe, I don't know. Any Haro fans out there? are there Haro fans out there? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I
mean, there are.
I just know that Haro is basically the R2D2 of Gundam.
Yeah, I can see that.
He probably does have fans that have made a lot of fan art with him, but that is pretty much it. That's pretty much as far as it goes.
Yeah. Puro's like the C3PO / RDD2 of this show. He's kind of used for communication, including communication from the Texas, the Earthlings. Yeah. Yeah, because Puro got like at some points acts like a Pokemon / Digimon. It reacts to people, and it develops this another obsession with Ezra's baby named Puro too, like we said. Yeah. And stuff. But anyway, Beaky, pretty much is from the first generation. His father, I believe, is technically his grandpa, the leader of the male side. His mother, I believe, is also grandma, and the person who raises him is actually Magno's uncle. So it's like all connected, weird family stuff. Beaky says, I'm not gonna accept, laying down, getting, our balls taken, or sex organs being harvested. We're gonna stand up and fight. And excuse me.
Is there anything else we're forgetting? I mean, are we forgetting anything from the final battle, like with the whole fusion of the thing and then fighting the damned or whatever?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, So with Beaky rallies everyone together, says we're not gonna lay down and let them dictate to what what the Earthlings are gonna do to us. We're gonna fight, and because of his speech, because of what he did and the others have done, everyone like pretty much what Chris said. Rise of Skywalker moment. You have like
where we got the whole fucking fleet, Avengers Endgame all together.
Yeah, Avengers Endgame style.
About to go have like the final battle.
Yes, final battle. They confront like Darthing ships, and they and then of course the big boy, which I made the joke that it's piloted by a kid from Villages and Damned. Because it looks like a kid, but it's geezer. It speaks like the Bandage Man from Big O, same voice actor. But yeah.
If you don't know, if you've never watched the Big O, go watch it. It's great.
Yeah, it is, and so they have a final confrontation. With Beaky and the other girls, they they rally and said, we're not afraid. It's our choice. They make, once again, this power, I make it a power friendship speech, but it's like, they, they rally with courage because, um, they know they're scared, but they're gonna stand up and say, this is our choice. We make the decision if we want to help others. If we, like I say, for like 100 years old and we're dying, yes, we'll give our organs maybe, or give ourselves up, sacrifice each other. But we're not gonna give up just because you say it's.
Well,
We have no
we'll
choice.
fight to the end, motherfucker. So suck it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, suck at jabroni. Like, you ain't gonna have a. That's Mickey's message. Like, and then this, of course, infuriates the children of the corn kid. Kid gets angry, shoots out the laser beams, freaking laser beams.
Freaking laser beams attached to their heads.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's Peaky's like, on one of his arms, and blood comes out. He gets furious. He's gonna, like, I'm gonna pretty much initiate black hole number 2, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna destroy everything. I like this planet's going up in smoke, or the pretty much soul's going up in smoke.
I'm pissing on the moon.
He's like, I'm pretty much pulling a Frieza.
You monkeys! I'm gonna destroy you!
Exactly. He's gonna do that. He pulls that. And Beaky's like, yeah, I ain't gonna let that happen. I'm getting too stubborn. Let that happen. I'm gonna be jackass and go in and try to stop my machine. And of course, then let's eventually get in. Eventually they, join up into Vandread Puro. The Pexus, finally understands what friendship's about, love and magic, etc., etc. The power drive force, somehow it upgrades and becomes more powerful and, pretty much uses the ultimate Kamehameha wave and destroys, the enemy harvesting ships and, destroys Children of the Corn Boy. Like, he's gone. He pretty much, stood their ground and stopped the Earth from destroying their planet.
Suck it, jabroni.
Yeah. Earth, 0, Tarak and Majir 1, 1, and 1. They beat them. And so now that
Earth, more like planet dirt.
Planet Mudball.
Planet dirt.
The great evil Unicron has been stopped. And so now we get the aftermath, which is since men and women can work together. Okay, let's open relations. Let's get in the process of let us reconnect together as men and women. Let's stop this whole bullshit men and women separation shit. We don't have to do it anymore.
And to cut out the whole drama shit, Dita and Hibiki get together and they fly off. The end.
The end. And they do get together and don't be. So that's the end. And that is Vandread in a nutshell.
Yes.
This is the fastest we did a fucking rundown.
Yeah, I mean, with me, I try to get the strong points and then talk about feelings or certain characters. People really want a full breakdown. Wikipedia is your friend.
Or watch the damn show. It's on Tubi.
Or watch the damn show. It's on Tubi or it's on Tubi, so it's on Crunchyroll, or you can buy the DVDs. I did an Oticon.
If it's still in print.
Yeah.
It's very hard to find because sadly things from the 2000 era of anime is very hard to find. So you can try to find them at pretty much at cons at this point.
Yeah, and I did buy this. I did buy this at con, and when I first saw this back in 2005, I did record all the episodes on VHS. somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah, like because at one point it was on Encore because that's where I first saw it. It's like one of their kid channels. I watched Vandread. It's like one of the last shows at my old house that I watched before I moved to my current house, and it's like one of the like good memories and stuff. I got to find those VHSs one day, maybe. I'll have to go look and stuff. But I have the DVD, so yeah.
I
But it
thought
was enjoyable, like once kind of like watch it with you guys. I mean, it's been like several years since I've seen it, so it's been fun.
I yeah, I enjoyed the show. I had fun. It's,
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, there were some dumb parts, but hey, I like dumb shit.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I mean, this.
It's not deep. It's just there, like what? Enjoy the ride.
Are having fun.
Yes. We're having fun. See,
Thank
look at
you.
all
You
the.
got the reference.
I love that reference. But yeah, but no,
We're having fun.
we're
Are
having
you
fun. Yeah.
high?
No.
Going,
Yes.
yeah, going on a trip.
Going on a trip.
Everything they do makes me want to set myself on fire.
What the fuck?
Oh god.
For my part, I've never heard of Vandread. I saw the animation. I said, "Ooh, this is gonna be kind of bad," because 2000 animation at the time was kind of like a lot.
Yeah.
It's like in your face. But
Yeah,
after
it
watching it
was.
with these guys, I also gotta say it was actually good. Not the deepest shit, but okay, it was passable at best.
Yeah, I mean,
And
like I said.
I okay for some of my notes, just a little bit, not going that deep into it, but thank you for having Andred was like dubbed in the West Coast or however they worked out or whatever. So you pretty much heard all the current VAs at the time. So you
Yeah.
had Tony Oliver as Hibiki. Vita was played by someone named Julie Mandela.
Yes.
Oh, fuck, I'm so sorry. Madalena.
We
And she voices. Hmm?
sorry. Yeah, we are sorry. Some names we're gonna butcher. So
Yeah.
Yes.
She is. She was pretty prominent back in the 2000s. I heard her play a character in not the best Tenchi adaptation called Tenchi in Tokyo. She played the female character Sakuya. That's how.
Oh
That's her.
yes, you're right. The
Mhm.
even more Tenchi connection.
Yes. Um, Maya Gibson played by one of my favorite VAs, Julianne Taylor. She
Yes.
played her. She was good. You hear Julianne Taylor in like any other animes back then. She also voices Tsubaki Yayoi, Zayoi, and Blaze Blue. Well,
Yes.
one day I'll talk about that.
and the teacher in Fate.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does.
Yes. Yes.
She does voice Taiga. Great character too. Um, very funny.
Yeah.
We got Jua, voiced by Mary Elizabeth McGlynn,
Yes.
singer, dating Steve Bloom, or married at this point.
Yes. I believe they're married, and she is also known for playing Major in Ghost in the South Central Complex.
Yes, McGlynn has that. She's always playing the mature or older character. Not sure she's typecast, but it's just how way her voice goes.
Yeah.
She voiced Cordelia in Code Geass, who deserves all
Yeah.
the flowers because one day we'll try to talk about Code
Oh
Geass
my
once again.
god, we're gonna do an episode on Code Geass sometime.
Maybe, or we'll just be at a random point. We won't be part of this. Just be a commentary, and we'll just a lot of comments about the fact that season 2 of Code Geass sucked.
It was just not the best.
It's not the best, but
Uh,
Cordelia deserves all the
Shir-
flowers. She's one of the best characters in that show.
Shirley, that poor girl. Oh my goodness.
Shirley.
Another Shirley dies. It's like, why is Shirley cursed?
God damn it. Well, she survives in a new continuity movie series.
That's true. She does
That's a
survive,
good
so-
thing. You go, Shirley. We love you.
Yes, we do.
Misty Cornwell is voiced by one voice actress who has not been heard in a long time, Leah Sargent. She also voices in some random anime. She voiced a character in Rurouni Kenshin third season. She played some. No, she played some kind of.
She was
Man.
Chun Li in the
And
Street Fighter
Chun-Li.
2 animated movie.
Yes, she
Yes.
was. You know her from that, as well as I think I got my information wrong for this. Arnett was the pirate-looking dude, right?
Barnett was the woman with the gun.
She's the one with the guns and the green hair and the corset.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was voiced by what's her name? She voiced Masao in Rurouni Kenshin.
Felice
believe so.
Sampler.
Yeah, Sampler. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Yes.
Yeah.
Zom, A. Kalesa, was voiced by, of course, Wendy Lee, who
Wendy
has been
Lee.
pulling double duty in the show. You hear her sprinkle throughout this entire show.
Yeah, you do. You hear it a lot. And of course, our male counterpart, as we said, Crispin Freeman, Alikari, Itachi, Candy Ass from Blood Plus.
Candy ass. I can't believe I
For
told
me,
you that
he's
name.
also well known as Kion from Haruhi Suzumiya.
Yes, Joan as well.
Arfei, I think that's Mike's favorite character because of the glasses. I don't know.
She is. She's one of them.
Dorothy, Dorothy Ellis Fawn, yes, engineer, like the male doctor. We got someone named Pieway Underberg, Sandy Fox, whom I've met. She's very sweet. One of the older.
She is.
She's married to Lex Lang, also cool dude. Very cool character. She's just great with her. She's always great with her character. We got Magno Vivian, voiced by Catherine Stone.
Yes.
I wish I could have said I know her. I've heard the voice before, but it's like always the old lady, I think.
Yes.
We have a character named Ascogane Venago, voiced by Jane Allen.
Miss Casco.
Yes. Ezra Vale, which of course I recognize his voice right away because it's Bridget Hoffman. She was in a lot of the older '90s anime with that voice. You will always recognize her voice.
She's Cosmos in Xenosaga, and she's older.
Yes.
What's her name from Gurren Lagann? She's the older version of her. Fuck.
Oh, Simon's girlfriend.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Fun fact about her: she was the model for the original poster of Evil Dead. That's one cool fact I know about her.
Nice. Bridget Hoffman also voices Miyaka Yuki from Fushigi Yugi and Fuha OG and the OG Magic Knight. One day I will get that up. I will get that uploaded on Jellyfin for the guys to watch randomly because that is a great series. I got two more. I have two more. Dulio McFile is voiced by, of course, Stephen Bloom. He voices the Doctor.
Yes.
Always great to hear him. And last but not least is Bart Garces, voiced by Kirk Thornton.
Yes. Oh yeah, good actor. And you
there were plenty others. I vaguely remember hearing Michelle Luff randomly appear as
she was one of the
She's one of the tech crew. She's one of the minor characters. Jameson Ice.
He was
Robin.
Yeah, that dude with the fucking eight.
Yeah. Puro is played by Dave Mallow, and Dave Mallow, if you like one of the voices, you better recognize him as the male agent in FLCL. The guy with the eyebrows.
Eyebrow.
Yes.
Fooly Cooley.
Fooly Cooley. I don't think I can watch that series.
And the show rough plays the blonde hair, technical, like bridge support. Lynn Fisher plays the other one. Celtic is the girl who's like in a teddy bear and then eventually, gets out of the costume and then does
Oh
all
my
this.
god, that when they started quarantining the men, she was the fucking reason. Oh god.
Yeah, and she
I
she
forgot about that.
and then she also cosplaying until the end. She's also voiced by Sandy Fox,
Mm.
and
A
there
lot
are a
of double
couple.
time these guys have done in the show.
Yes, and Garth Thorne, you can
Oh,
hear
a lo-
throughout. He's like
oh,
one of the military leaders.
Oh, and you also hear Jameson Pierce, right?
Yeah, Jameson Price. It's
Right.
Rabat.
Right. Yeah.
It's Rabat.
yeah.
You know.
A lot of a lot of veterans who have been working, most of them working today.
Yep, still working
No,
today.
it's not all about the newer VAs. Put some respect on the older ones that brought us this shit. It's great.
Yes. And once again, I met Steve Bloom. I met Sandy Fox. Met Michelle Ruff. Great people.
They were very professional and nice. Made you want to come back and everything.
I
And even though my I guess obsession with VAs have calmed down to this point because I'm pretty much chill with them now.
I
I don't have to get all their autographs, but it's great to see.
yeah, I met Tony Oliver in one comp.
I
Yeah.
wanted to get his autograph because he voices Lancer in Fate Stay Night, and I
Yeah.
wish I could do it, but I think at the time it was like
Yeah.
something happened. I know. I just remember something happened. Like,
Yeah, I met him.
God damn it.
Yeah, I met him
Yeah.
I met him the day they announced the dub for Hunter x Hunter,
Oh,
Mm.
nuts.
and he was the voice director for it.
Yeah.
He's always the voice director. He's got like a lot of experience in these past 40 years of being on television.
Yeah,
Or-
he's had that experience since Robotech.
yeah, 80s,
Yeah.
late 80s.
Yeah, the 80s. He's been around.
Him, Wendy Lee, Stephen Bloom, Sandy Lex, Julianne Taylor, maybe. They all been
Yeah.
around for like a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and
Yeah.
including the one that Chris likes maybe too, even though he's only in like some stuff, like the one that voices Show or played Show or something.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what are you
Dude,
talking?
that says,
What are you talking about?
the dude that fuck, he's mentioned you mentioned his name that was an alias or something. Baker Barker.
Oh, David Hayter.
David Hayter, yeah.
David Hayter's in the show. What? What?
No, I'm just mentioning the fact that he was in some. I'm just mentioning the fact he was in some random animes in the early '90s or something.
Well, now he's like a writer for like film and television.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
writing X-Men, like the first two X-Men and Watchmen, and he did a few movies. Like there's a movie called Wolves that he did with Lucas Till and Jason Momoa, and he did like a Netflix series called was it Warrior Nun, I think. I forget.
I think that sounds familiar. But yeah, David
Didn't that
Hayter
get canceled and everyone got upset though?
I wouldn't be surprised. Netflix canceled
And of
everything.
course, David Hayter being Solid Snake.
Yes, that's the thing.
What,
Besides
why,
Skyrim 2.
why did we mention David Hayter when he has nothing to do with the show?
I was just saying that, Chris. My God, can't we say the man's name? Good.
Okay, I got no argument.
Yes, David Hayter is also a good, prominent voice actor. Also, voiced Lupin in one of the Lupin third dubs of Castle Gaga's Shrine.
Which
Oh yeah,
Which
that
is
was
also
released.
which is Miyazaki's first film, by the way.
Oh,
we mentioned Lupin with Tony Oliver, also voiced
Yes.
Lupin one time or a few times.
Yeah,
he voices some various points, right?
yeah, he's been voicing him on and off again since 2000, especially with the Part 2 dub, the one that sadly got cut off because Pioneer Genion went belly up.
Mm.
I mean, went out of business, so they only dubbed 79 episodes out of 155 episodes.
Mm.
As Lupin Third Part 2 was the most popular Lupin Third.
That's the red
Series.
shirt. That's the red jacket
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah, the Red Jacket series is the most popular. It's also the longest running one, 155 episodes. And I think the reason it was canceled was because of the Maurice Lupin estate and kind of copyright, because once again, Japan at the time, not very good. They kind of like stole some things, or not really stole, but like they were loose with their things. Like Lupin III is the grandson of Maurice Leblanc's professional thief character from the 1900s. Like
Copyright is weird. Okay, we went from Vandread to Lupin.
yeah. But anyways, enough of. But that's why they can't.
Yeah. Vandread entirely is good. Go give it a watch if you like. If you want to check it out.
It's not like it's not gonna amaze you, but if you've got time to kill and just want to have a good laugh and just like just chill, go ahead and watch. Just
If you want something fun after like watching something dark, gross, have a fun time with your friends, then Vandread is that anime. I think it's a fun show.
Yeah.
So
it's a fun show. I recommend it. So
Yeah.
if you have a chance, go watch it, guys.
Yeah, it's on Tubi for free.
It's on Tubi for free. If you have a Crunchyroll subscription, you can get the dub. Tubi, I believe it's the sub, but hey.
Yeah, we checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we checked it. It's the sub version, so yeah.
Nothing wrong with sub. We're not saying
Nothing
anything's
wrong.
wrong. Nothing wrong.
Sub is good, folks.
And just watch whatever version, whatever whatever tickles your pickle.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds bad. Okay.
Tickle your pickle indeed.
So why say what my next one is going to be though, or no?
All right, what's your next one?
What's your next one?
My pick, since apparently I'm notorious for mentally damaging my friends.
Because you always kept getting the fucked stuff.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Solo wasn't that fun.
I am gonna go the lesser route and just go for an anime I personally really enjoy, and I'm gonna pick as my next pick Scaflone series.
Yeah.
All right, Escaflowne. I've never watched it, so this might be like a first for me.
I've seen it, but it's like long time ago, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'll go through some details about that series when we come to the new CGM, but that's gonna be a minute. But we will, hopefully during the summer we will get to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a while since yours truly's moving, and it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
This will have to tide you over until whenever we get to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I guess we will do random things in the summer, hopefully though. So
yeah, we will. We'll still have some random stuff.
Look forward to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'll show Chris and the guys some Lethal Weapon as side stuff.
Oh yeah, once we get the fucking 100 subs, Fan Force Stick.
Oh yeah, that too.
Because we're up to 81 subs, and oh boy, thank you for the support. We're fucked.
Yes, we'll be fucked in a bad way.
I'm the only one that hasn't seen Fan Force Stick. So
yeah.
Oh boy.
He's the lucky one.
So once we get up there, prepare my anus, because
you're gonna have to prepare your anus.
Oh boy, I'm going in dry. Oh
yeah, yeah. Ooh, oh man, that pain is coming back.
So wish me luck, boys.
I will. I'll offer prayer and I'll get you a bottle of scotch.
Oh boy. No, you guys earned yourselves. You guys earned yourself the booze for watching it as many times as you did.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if you thought PVS was bad, ooh, Fighting Force 6 on a whole nother level bad.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
it's not even enjoyable bad. It's not even enjoyable.
I'm gonna have to force myself to watch it twice. Once I'm by myself, and the second time for the commentary.
Yeah. I don't wish it upon anyone.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Well, until then, thank you everyone who tuned in and listened to our our overview and just like our general thoughts on the show Vandread. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you like this content, I don't know, subscribe, like it, dislike it if it sucks. I don't know, comment what's your favorite part, what you like about the show, blah blah blah. Just
You like our voices?
Yeah.
yeah, just do whatever you
Anything,
want.
actually.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So yeah, should we
Be respectful.
Yeah.
should we just dip out?
We can dip out.
Yeah, we can dip out.
All right. So yeah, thank you everybody who just enjoyed the episode. So until next time, everybody, stay gold.
Stay gold, guys. Later.
All
Later,
right.
Gators.
All right. See ya.